so I'm going to turn it over to Doug. He's our featured artist.
First of all, I want to thank Leslie, Jeffrey, and Nina for this great honor. I don't know what I did to deserve it. I've never been a headliner before. But when asked to present something, I thought about the things that I've translated in particular, and I thought about what better play to do right now, to read right now, than The Good Person of Szechwan by Bertolt Brecht. It's a play about the crossfire between human values and economic values. Bernie Sanders would love it. So I want to set up the scene for you. We're reading the first scene from the play. The gods, in the prologue, the gods have been getting complaints from Earth that it's really hard to be good and live on Earth within the conditions that are there. So the gods go down to Earth and try to find a good person. They find that they can't find room for the night. All the rich people turn them out. They finally are taken in by Shente, but when she sends them off in the morning, she says, "I'm really not a good person. I'm a prostitute. That's what I do to make my living." And they say, "Well, let's work something out here. We'll give you $1,000. You can start a new career. And when we come back at the end of the play, hopefully you'll still be a good person." So this is basically where the scene begins. The Good Person of Szechwan by Bertolt Brecht, translated by Douglas Langworthy. Scene 1, a small tobacco shop. It isn't completely furnished, and it's not yet open for business.
It's been 3 days since the gods left. When I looked at what they had given me, I saw that it was more than 1,000 silver dollars. With the money, I bought this tobacco shop. I just moved in yesterday, and I hope that I'll be able to do a lot of good. For example, take Mrs. Shin, the shop's former owner. Yesterday, she came by and asked me for rice for her children. And here she comes again, coming through the square with her pot. How do you do, Mrs. Shin?
How do you do, Miss Shinte? How do you like your new home?
Very much. Did your children sleep well?
Ha! In a strange house? If you can call that shack a house. The youngest already has a cough.
That's too bad.
You don't know what bad is. You got it so good. But you'll learn a thing or two in this rat hole. The neighborhood is a slum.
But you told me the workers from the cement factory come by on their lunch break.
Besides them, nobody buys a thing.
You didn't say a word about that when you sold me the shop.
Don't you go pointing your finger at me. First you rob me and my children of our home, and now you call it a rat hole in a slum? That's going too far.
Let me get you your rice.
I also need to ask you to lend me some money.
But I can't. I haven't sold anything yet.
But I need it. What am I supposed to live on? You took everything I had. Now you're strangling me. I'll leave my children on your doorstep, you bloodsucker.
Don't be so angry. You're spilling the rice.
A couple enters with their nephew.
Oh, dear Shante, we heard you're doing so well now. You've become a businesswoman. Just think, we have nowhere to stay. Our tobacco shop went out of business. So we were wondering if you couldn't put us up for the night. You know my nephew, don't you? He goes everywhere with us.
Nice shop.
Who in heaven's name are they?
When I moved from the country to the city, they were my first landlords. When my little bit of money was gone, they threw me out. I wonder if they're afraid that I will throw them out. They are poor. They are homeless. They are friendless. But they need someone. Well, how can I say no? Welcome! Oh, I will gladly put you up. Unfortunately, my shop is very small.
Oh, that's just fine. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, we won't get in your way. I bet you picked the tobacco shop because it reminded you of your first home. We can give you some pointers. That's another reason we've come.
I hope a few customers come.
What's that got to do with us?
Shh! Here comes someone now.
Excuse me. I'm unemployed.
Well, how can I help you?
Why, here you're opening your shop tomorrow. I know the goods sometimes get damaged while unpacking. So I was wondering if you could spare a cigarette.
Of all the nerve begging for tobacco, like it was bread.
Bread is expensive. A few puffs on a cigarette, and I'm a new man.
Shante gives him cigarettes.
It's important to feel like a new man. You'll be my first customer and you will bring me luck.
Was that wise, my dear Shante?
If you start off like that, you won't last for 3 days.
I bet he had money in his pocket.
He said he had nothing.
How do you know he wasn't lying?
How do I know he was?
She can't say no. You're too good, Shante. If you want to keep your shop, you'll have to turn people down now and then.
Look, say the shop doesn't belong to you. Say it belongs to a relative, a cousin maybe, who keeps an eye on things. Couldn't you do that?
A person could do that if she didn't always have to play the Good Samaritan.
If you keep talking, I'll take away your lodging and throw out your rice.
Oh, now she's dishing out rice? Really?
They are bad. They have no friends. They would begrudge anyone a bowl of rice. They want everything for themselves. Who could blame them?
The carpenter enters. Mrs. Shin sees him and exits hastily.
I'll stop by again tomorrow.
Mrs. Shin, wait! You're just the one I would need to talk to.
Does she come here often? Does she have some sort of claim on you?
She doesn't have a claim on me, but she's hungry. That's stronger.
Are you the new shop owner? You're already stocking the shelves, but they don't belong to you, do they? Unless you pay for them. The old bag who was just here never paid for them. You see, I'm Linto, the carpenter.
But I thought they came with my furnishings.
Lies! All lies! It's obvious you, that Shin woman, are in cahoots. I demand my $100.
How can I pay you? I've spent all my money.
I'll have you repossessed immediately. Either you pay up, or I'll have you repossessed.
Cousin!
Can't it be next month?
No!
Don't be so hard, Mr. Linto. I can't meet every demand at once. A little indulgence and your strength redoubles. Look at the little cart horse. Stop at a tuft of grass. Turn a blind eye and he'll pull better. How are we to live without patience? A little patience, Mr. Linto.
Oh, I knew you'll be patient with me and my family. Pay up, or I'm taking the shelves.
My dear Shante, why don't you turn this matter over to your cousin? Write out the bill. Miss Shantae's cousin will pay.
I heard about such cousins.
Stop laughing. He's a personal friend of mine.
He's sharp as a razor.
All right, he'll get my bill.
Well, he has worked hard and doesn't want to end up empty-handed. It's bad that I can't pay him. What will the gods say?
You've done your part by taking us in. That's more than enough.
Enter a limping man and a pregnant woman.
This is my brother and his wife. Stop complaining and go sit in the corner. You wouldn't want to disturb our old friend Shante. I think we'll have to take them in since my sister-in-law's in her 5th month, or do you think we shouldn't? Welcome! Say thank you. They didn't know where to turn. It's a good thing you have this shop.
Yes, what a good thing.
Shante, I am the owner of this property. I hope we're going to get along. This is a lease. Okay, opening a business is a nice thing, is it? I presume you'll all be able to provide me with some references?
Is that necessary?
But I have no idea who you are.
Maybe we could vouch for Miss Shinte. We've known her since she first came to the city. We'd do anything for her.
And who are you?
I am Ma Fu, the tobacconist.
And where is your shop?
At the moment, I don't have a shop. I just sold it, you see.
Yes, I see. And is there no one else who could serve as a reference?
Cousin.
I mean, there must be someone. This is a respectable building, my dear. I couldn't possibly give you the lease otherwise.
I have a cousin.
Ah, you have a cousin. Here? Let's go see him right away. What does he do?
He doesn't live here. He lives in another city.
Didn't you say he lives in Shun?
Mr. Shuita from Shun.
I'm sure I know him. Tall fellow, thin.
You've done business with Mr. Shente's cousin. About the shelves?
I'm just finishing the bill. There. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Don't worry, her cousin will pay.
Well, I too would be pleased to meet him. Good evening, young lady.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, by tomorrow morning she'll know all about you for sure.
An old man enters, led by a boy.
Oh, hello, grandfather. Oh, the dear old man. He's always taking such good care of us. And the boy, hasn't he grown? He eats like a horse. Anyone else with you?
Looks like just our niece.
Oh, a young relative from the country. I hope our family isn't too big for you. We weren't this big when you lived with us, were we? Yes, we just kept getting bigger. The worse things got, the bigger we grew, and the bigger we grew, the worse things got. But now, we better lock the door, or you'll never have a moment's peace.
They lock the door and sit.
The main thing is that we do not want to disturb your business. If we do, who's going to bring home the bacon? We've come up with a plan. During the day, the young people will go out while grandfather, my sister-in-law, and maybe me will stay behind, okay? Turn on the lights and make yourselves at home.
I just hope your cousin doesn't drop in unexpectedly. The strict Mr. Shuita.
The brother reaches for a cigarette.
Go ahead, take it. She's got plenty to spare.
Everyone takes something to smoke. The brother passes around a jug of wine.
Her cousin will pay.
Shente has the carpenter's bill in one hand and the lease in the other.
And why don't we sing something to entertain our hostess?
Nephew, you start. Okay.
Long ago, when I was young and tough, I hoped to get ahead on brains alone. But now I know that brains are not enough to help a poor man make it on his own. So I say, give up. Just watch the smoke drift out of you, disappear into the cold night air. That smoke is you. I saw good, hardworking men mistreated, and so I chose the crooked path instead. But even that wrong leaves our kind defeated, and I don't see another road ahead. Uncle, join in, come on. And so I say, give up. Just watch the smoke drift out of you, disappear into the cold night air. That smoke is you. Old folks I hear have no more cause for hoping, since hope needs time and time is running out. For the young, I hear that door stands open. Open to nothing, I've no doubt. So I also say, give up. Just watch the smoke drift out of you, into the cold night air. That smoke is you. Hey, where'd you get the wine?
He traded it for a sack of tobacco.
What? The tobacco was the only thing we had left. You bastard!
They fight. The tobacco shelves collapse.
Spare the shop, please. Don't destroy everything. It was a gift from the gods. Take whatever you want, but don't destroy it.
This shop seems smaller than I thought. We probably shouldn't have told the others about it. If they show up, it'll definitely get too crowded.
Our hostess isn't so nice anymore.
Voices are heard from outside, crying, "Open up, it's us!" And there is a knocking at the door.
My beautiful shop. The little lifeboat quickly sinks. Too many drowning hands pull it under.
More cries from outside, "Open up!" End of scene.